Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon, not here with Geeky Sparkles. I'm going to talk about Thunderbolts asterisks. We're going to talk about whether or not it's going to be a hit. I don't know. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't know how this one is going to do. Now, objectively, I've heard that it's better than the last couple of Marvel movies, but as we've found out, quality does not always equate to being a box office success. Sometimes we get movies that aren't very good that make a lot of money, and sometimes we get very good movies that don't make bank at the box office. But gonna look at a couple articles, see where this is at. I don't know if Thunderbolts is going to be a huge hit or if it's going to be hashtag super shit or whatever. Might talk about that for like a nanosecond. The rumors around Superman 2. I don't know how things are going to be this year. I'm going to be honest. There's a huge question mark over pretty much every Marvel movie that comes out, every Disney movie that comes out. They could go either way. And, I just, the general feeling with Marvel, with the public, and it's been proven time and time again, is that they're losing interest in the MCU. Right. And this one, to me, the trailer didn't look bad, but I'm looking at this lineup and I'm like, these are all the leftovers. These are all the D-list, like the leftover Marvel characters. And they do this in the comics too. They just kind of throw a bunch of random characters, make a team. We're going to make a team of the leftovers. And that's, maybe that's the joke that'll run through the whole thing. They're just a bunch of, leftover characters nobody had any hopes for. I don't know. But they're saying that the projections are less than Eternals. But you got to remember, too, Eternals, there's a lot of promotion, a lot of build up to that. They thought this was going to be another Avengers, and it was a massive failure for them. So let's talk about Thunderbolts asterisks and see if it's another flop incoming or if it's going to do pretty okay. And is pretty okay good enough these days? I don't know. It depends on how much a movie costs, So before we get to any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Go out to our website. We're going to keep chugging along on the website, I guess. news.clownfishtv.com. More stuff out there that you will not find here because some of it's articles and we don't, put those on YouTube. So we just read other people's articles for some reason, I guess. This come from Deadline. Thunderbolts looks to create lightning and fire. Summer box office preview with, to create lightning and fire up summer box office with 175 million global opening preview. They said that about Captain America too, and it didn't do that hot. So I said, yeah, all the people that you love, Yelena, Winter Soldier, Alexei, Ghost, and John Walker, almost as good as Spider-Man and his amazing friends. So they're hoping to keep the box office ball in play with a $175 million global start, kicking off Summer Friday, a traditional feat that wasn't able to attempt a year ago due to the aftermath of the strikes. Yeah, and the movie's not being very good. I mean, just saying. Currently, U.S. and Canada pre-sales for Thunderbolts stands at 12 million. Okay. Which is on pace with the Eternals. And it's ahead of Shang-Chi. Oh, okay, I guess that's something. But it's behind Captain America Brave New World. Okay, that's not a very good sign. Hence, the current opening projection on Thunderbolts is 70 to 75 million domestic at 4,300 theaters with another 90 to 100 million abroad. Now, I'm not hearing really bad things about this one. Thing is, with these projections, you never can tell, right? Like, I've kind of given up trying to figure out what these movies are going to do. And I just kind of watch them either burn down or blow up in real time. The Minecraft movie, they were saying 60 to 65 million when I'm doing twice that opening weekend, and just it continues to make money. I do not think Thunderbolts asterisks is going to be a Minecraft movie. I'm just saying, but it might do okay. It might do okay. People didn't think of Sinners was going to be that big of a hit either. It was an indie film. They didn't think it was going to be this big of a hit. So it's possible if the movie's competent. Like, we haven't gotten competent Marvel in a while. If it's competent, people might be like, yeah, I guess I still kind of like Marvel a little bit. Like previous MCU titles, the expected draws are males over and under 25, like everybody with a penis, I guess. Given that Thunderbolts is largely Florence Pugh's movie, It'll be interesting to see if her Little Women and Don't Worry Darling female fan base shows up. All she has to do is flash her tits like she did in Oppenheimer, and it'll make bank. He'll be the That's all she has to do. That was weird, wasn't it? Did you guys see Oppenheimer? So I went to go see Oppenheimer with my son, thinking, well, this is a science movie about science and scientists who do science and try to come up with weapons to wipe out mankind with, but mostly do science. And then it's like, yada, 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 science, yada, 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 communism, yada, 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 tits, yada, 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 Holocaust. I was like, what the hell? what the hell happened? That escalated. But the boobs were out of place, I thought, in that movie. They probably paid for boobs. Is that clause in the contracts? Like, they have the boob clause. Like, okay, it's $10 million, but if you want tits, it's going up to 15. I'm just saying. And it's like, oh, we already paid Florence $15 million. We need boobs. We need to put the boobs somewhere in the movie about the nerdy scientist. Make it make sense. The plus factor for Thunderbolts, so the reviews out of last night's Hollywood premiere pretty good at 89% certified fresh, which is higher than Captain America Brave New World. Okay, higher than Eternals, and higher than even the Marvels, 62%. Hopefully that will give some boom to the Pix box office. Remember when we didn't compare Marvel movies to the worst Marvel movies? Like, it used to be like, hey, remember Endgame? Yeah, this one's better than that. No, that hasn't happened in a long time. Yeah, that's like, this is going to be the fourth worst Marvel movie of all time. I don't know. Previews start Thursday at 2 for the movie from Beef, Emmy-winning. Okay, so I didn't know this. This is the person who did Beef and Robot and Frank. Thunderbolts has the marketplace to itself until Final Destination Bloodlines opens on May 16th. Well, no, Sinners might eat into that too. Apparently Sinners is really good. I'm gonna have to check it out at some point. I just haven't had time. We had power for a couple days. Even if I wanted to go see a movie, I couldn't go see a movie. Thunderbolts is gonna get going at the international box office beginning Wednesday in France, Spain, Italy, Netherlands, Korea, and China. Thursday adds the UK, Australia, Brazil, Germany, Mexico, and others, while Friday ushers in Japan. In total, you know what? I just like, okay, that's great. Everybody just like, did you ever notice these Hollywood publications just jerk each other off? I mean, they really do. I'm sitting here like, I read these articles, and the older I get, the more I read of these. Is like, this was directed by the guy who did the thing, and also the guy who did the lighting was this other guy who worked on this other thing. And we got to name check everybody, and also their agency. See it, don't see it. Whatever. I mean, this is one of those things where, like, I have no strong feelings one way or the other about this movie. I don't. Just like I don't have any strong feelings one way or the other about the Superman movie. Like, I liked the trailer, and I actually did like the Superman robots because it felt very comic booky. I have concerns. I'm not even gonna pull up Superman. I'll just talk about super shit. Sure. I have concerns about the number of characters in the movie. I do like the look of it. I think the guy they cast as Superman, he looks all right. He looks, he's okay. He was okay in Twisters. I mean, he didn't talk much, but he looks like he could be Clark Kent. He looks like he could be Superman. I think Lois looks good. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with super shit. I hope Superman does better than shit, because if Superman bombs at the box office, like, they're really going to regret, if it's true. So the rumor is that Lex Luthor, I guess, starts a smear campaign against Superman using the super shit hashtag. And people are like, no, that's ridiculous. And then apparently it's been confirmed through test screenings, that, yeah, this is actually the case. So, like, all those angry guys behind him, the guy that throws a can at him or whatever, yeah, they're all the hashtag super shit crew, the chuds. So, like, I mean, it could be funny or it could be cringy. I don't know. I think anymore with superhero movies, like, we need to stop expecting Endgame. Or, well, I wouldn't even say Endgame. Infinity War. Okay, I'll say Infinity War. We need to stop expecting Infinity War every time, because we're not going to get that. It's not going to happen again. It's not going to happen for a long time. And I'm sorry, Doomsday, I can almost guarantee, is not going to be in the same league as Infinity War and the films that led up to it. It just feels like a Hail Mary pass. But, you know, if you're still in the Marvel, Check it out. We'll see how many. That's what this movie is going to be. This is going to be a litmus test of how many people are still into Marvel and will go see every Marvel movie that comes out. Because this one, again, requires a lot of homework. You got a lot of characters from a lot of Disney Plus shows. And I guess it's not. Yeah, the one, yeah, U.S. Agent. He's from Disney Plus show, right? I can't keep. Is it a movie or a show? I can't remember. Yeah, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and then they might as well have turned Black Widow into a Disney Plus show because the movie felt like a Disney Plus show. But yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. But they're saying it's behind Captain America: Brave New World, which petered out at the box office. I think was just, this is my guess. The people that are still into Marvel are going to go see it opening weekend, and then it's going to dry up if it's not that good. Even if it is good, it still might dry up because people are over Marvel. Just a hunch I have. Going to wrap it up. Please subscribe. We'll talk later.